Once upon a time, aboard the opulent and immense luxury cruise ship, the SS Serenity, passengers reveled in the grandeur of their surroundings. The cruise was billed as the trip of a lifetime, with extravagant dining, nightly entertainment, and breathtaking views of the open sea. But little did they know that amidst the laughter, music, and champagne, a silent and deadly predator lurked. For weeks, the ship had been sailing through crystal-clear waters, and the passengers enjoyed a blissful existence. Among them was a man named Robert Havisham, an unassuming guest who seemed to blend into the diverse crowd. He was a tall, middle-aged man, with thinning hair and wire-rimmed glasses, his demeanor mild and unremarkable. Little did anyone suspect that beneath his unassuming exterior lay a mind twisted by darkness. Robert had always been different, harboring a morbid fascination with death from a young age. As the SS Serenity cut through the waves, he couldn't resist the urge any longer. His first victim was a middle-aged woman named Barbara, an avid photographer who often explored the ship's remote corners, seeking the perfect shot of the endless horizon. Robert watched her carefully, taking note of her habits. One fateful evening, Robert invited Barbara to share a drink on the ship's deck, suggesting they could discuss photography. She accepted his offer, never suspecting the danger that lurked behind his glasses. As the sun dipped below the horizon and the stars began to twinkle, Robert struck. He slipped a fast-acting poison into her drink, and within minutes, Barbara's camera slipped from her lifeless fingers. The death went unnoticed in the vastness of the ship, and Robert felt a rush of exhilaration that thrilled him like no other. He continued to select victims with cunning precision, targeting passengers who were alone and unlikely to be missed. Over time, the ship's crew began to notice a disturbing trend: the sudden, unexplained deaths of seemingly healthy passengers. Panic and fear spread like wildfire along the travels. As the body count continued to rise, the ship's captain, Captain Reynolds, felt a growing unease. He couldn't ignore the disturbing pattern any longer, and he summoned his security team to investigate. Together, they carefully reviewed security footage, piecing together the movements of passengers before their untimely demises. It wasn't long before they discovered the common thread: Robert Havisham. His quiet demeanor, inconspicuous appearance, and seemingly innocent interactions made him the perfect disguise for a serial killer. Captain Reynolds, his voice heavy with concern, addressed the ship's passengers, revealing the horrifying truth. Panic and chaos erupted as the passengers grappled with the realization that a killer had been among them. Robert Havisham, now cornered and desperate, knew he had to act quickly to avoid capture. He managed to subdue a ship's officer, stealing his uniform and identity. With this new guise, he attempted to blend in with the crew as he made his escape, all the while plotting his next move. But Captain Reynolds and his security team were relentless in their pursuit, closing in on the imposter in the officer's uniform. A tense showdown unfolded in the ship's labyrinthine corridors, culminating in Robert's capture. As the SS Serenity docked at the next port, Robert Havisham was handed over to local authorities who would ensure justice was served. The passengers, shaken but relieved, disembarked the ship, forever changed by their brush with a serial killer. The luxury cruise ship, once a symbol of elegance and pleasure, left a legacy that was tainted by a dark, unforgettable chapter in its history. The story of the serial killer aboard the SS Serenity would become a cautionary tale, a reminder that even in the most idyllic settings, evil can lurk just beneath the surface, waiting to strike when you least expect it.